Oh, Mr. Edwards. Since you're working across from the post office, I wanted to ask you, would you mind stopping by and asking for our mail around closing time?
Oh, we'll be glad to.
But that's our job,
We always do that.
Shush
now. Sometimes the freight wagons are late. Or it comes in after the girls have started home. And then we don't get our mail until the next day.
Oh, I'll be glad to do that. No trouble at all.
Thank you.
Well, come on, girls. Let's go now. We're going to be late. Afternoon, ma'am.
Oh. May I help you?
Oh, my name's Edwards. I'm staying out at the Ingalls place. Miss Ingalls asked me if I'd come in and pick up her mail for her.
Well, their daughters usually do that. Are they ill?
Oh, no, ma'am. No. She just thought something might come in after they'd gone home from school, you see. I just work right across the way. It ain't no trouble at all.
Well, are you a member of the family?
No, ma'am. Just no friend.
Well, there isn't anything for them today. But you'd have to get an authorization signed by Mr. Ingalls before I could accede to your request.
Oh, ma'am, it ain't my request. Miss Ingalls.
Nevertheless.
Like a cup, ma'am?
Oh, Mr. Edwards, well, I'm afraid I owe you an apology.
Oh, well, if you figured I was a drinking man, you'd be right more often than not.
Well, it's really none of my business.
I'll go along with that. But I can also see why, being a postmistress, you wouldn't want to hand out the Ingalls mail to a drunkard.
Well, then you do accept my apology.
Oh, sure do. Let's have a drink on it.
Oh.
Mrs. Snyder.
Oh, Mr. Hanson. Well, I guess I'd better be getting back to work.
Uh-huh.
I never knew her to drink.
Oh, well, it's always them quiet ones.
D-W-A-R-D-S. Is that right?
Hey, that's good writing. You're doing real good with your writing.
Miss Beadle says I'm doing better. You sure you want to send a letter to yourself?
I sure do. The good thing about having a friend is the friend don't ask you a whole lot of questions when you ask him to do you a favor. Another thing they don't do is they don't go telling everybody what they done. There ain't any law in this family about having a secret, is there?
No.
Good. You and me, we got one. Can you spell Walnut Grove?
Sure.
Well, put her down there. Well, much obliged.
Ooh, that's a lovely fragrance.
Lemon verbena. Mr. Edwards gave it to me.
Oh, it's lovely.
You only need a few drops and it lasts all day. Remember when you put it on that envelope? You could smell it all through the house.
Oh, Laura, why don't you go get us some more worms? You know, we're running out of worms.
Sure.
Sure is funny how many worms you go through in fishing.
I thought the odor was familiar, but I just couldn't quite place it.
Well, Miss Beadle uses it.
Not on letters she receives. You sent that letter yourself, didn't you?
Oh, well, ma'am, I thought if it worked on Amanda Butterfield.
Who is Amanda Butterfield?
Well, she's a little girl in Laura's Sunday school class. She got jealous because some other little girl sent a note to a boy she wouldn't get the time of day to until she thought the other little girl was interested in it.
So that's why you sent the letter to yourself?
Well, you ain't mad at me, are you, ma'am?
Oh, no. Not in the slightest.
Say, how'd you like to go fishing again?
Yes, I would.
How about Sunday morning?
After church?
Oh, I thought before, the fish always bite better early.
But Sunday's the Lord's Day.
Oh, well, whatever you say, ma'am. How about I meet you afterward?
Well, I thought maybe we could go together.
Me? Oh, no, ma'am, not me.
Why not?
I don't believe in it.
Well, you do believe in God.
Well, I did once, not anymore.
You can't mean that. Surely you can't.
Well, yes, ma'am, I do. Well, how about it, ma'am?
How about what?
Fishing Sunday.
No, I'm afraid I can't.
Well, guess I best be on my way. Oh, Miss Ingalls.
I hope I'm not disturbing you.
Oh, no, not at all. Come on up. I'm a sloppy packer. Well, I guess most men are.
You're leaving us.
Yes, ma'am. In the morning.
I hoped you'd be happy here.
Oh, have been, man, have been. Being here with you folks is... Then there's Walnut Grove, no saloon. Town ain't no town at all without a saloon. Oh, no, I'm not one for staying in one place very long, It's like to be on the move.
I saw Grace today.
Really took to that woman, don't mind admitting it. Well, we just put store in different things, is all. I couldn't live her kind of life and feel like a hypocrite.
I don't understand what you mean.
Well, she's a God-fearing person. I'm not. It's as simple as that. Oh, I ain't saying there ain't no God. It's just I'm saying he ain't never had no time for me, so I ain't got no time for him.
Do you believe in anything?
Yes, ma'am. I believe in me. That's not enough for the widow Snyder.
Bye.
Old Aunt Tucker was a fine old man. Washed his face in a frying pan. Combed his hair with a wagon wheel. Died with a toothache in his heel.
We shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaves, sowing in the morning, sowing seeds of kindness, sowing in the noontide and the dewy eve, waiting for the harvest and the time of reaping. We shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves. We shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves. We shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaves, sowing in the sunshine, sowing